going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
On the ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1. A lot more to go. That's complete. It's Charles. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Stop, 17.
They run it. It's Charles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Another shot here for Charles. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off play action. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action. Fields. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Fields. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Fields now to throw. And avoids the contact by sliding. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out. Able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Set, ready.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Fields. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme so he doesn't get hit.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready, set.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. It's caught inside the 25. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's Charles. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
A dump off for Charles.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 1 now. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Desmond Ritter, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Fields throw complete here to Komet. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
A throw left side taken in by Komet.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with that time on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Fields. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish. to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play action. It's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And Dominican Sue with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now it's the backup Mariota. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Fields.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
Cole Komet.
53 yards.
And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11, 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They go up the middle with Jamal Charles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll will go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jamal Charles on third down. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Off play action, Fields. He gets this to Jones over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. 61 yards. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Lorenzo Carter coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are right back in this football game. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
One play action, Fields. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All eyes on Fields. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On the counter, it's Charles. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. They find some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Back to throw. Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Atlanta, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.